We now join President Cyril Ramaphosa in South Africa, where he is appearing in the National Assembly hybrid plenary sitting to provide oral replies to questions from members of the House.
A number of other units to deal with those types of criminality. And in doing so, the police have been very successful in arresting criminals and in dealing with criminality in an effective way. Now, admittedly, crime is quite rife in our country, and the police, whose number has declined over the years in relation to the population that we now have, are having a really difficult task, but we are increasing the number of police officials, and I believe that going forward they will be able to do a good job as they move on. An allegation has also been made that some of the criminals and drug lords work for government, which I deny completely, and that they also work for the minister and myself. These are allegations that are outrageous, and we deny completely because there is no truth at all in any of these. The minister is the one who, together with the police officials, are working against criminals. And criminals are not working for the minister. Let's just be clear on that. The activities of the minister and the officials in the SAPS are directly reined against criminal activity. Now, we are focusing on criminality, including gang criminality and gang violence. And we will continue to do so. And there may well be times when people think that we may not be winning the war, but the efforts that are being put in place are the types of efforts that are in the end going to make us prevail over these criminals and gang leaders as well as gang members. That we can assure you, we have declared war against gangs, and particularly here in the Western Cape, as well as in Gauteng. And our police officials will prevail against all those who participate in gang violence. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
I thank you, Honorable President. The second supplementary question will be asked by the Honorable K.R.J. Mishwe from the virtual platform. Will you please open the virtual platform for Dr. Mishwe?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, and thank you, Mr. President.
On a point of order, Speaker.
Honorable Malema, will you please allow Dr. Mishwe to raise
I don't want
question?
to disrupt, guys. Please.
Please allow Dr. Mishwe to raise his question.
Yeah, but I'm raising on a point of order before he speaks.
What is the point of order, Honorable Malema?
Your removal of Honorable Mautwe is wrong because the President has diligently dealt with the question as raised, which proves you wrong. That It was not necessarily an act that is completely out. The President had capacity to respond to it, and he responded to it. Where you have made a mistake as a Speaker, you must admit and recall it back. The question has been responded to. And
Thank you very much, Honorable Malema. Honorable Malema, you know the reason why I removed Honorable Mautwe, that he was casting aspersions on the Minister of Police and the person of the President. You know that's why I did that. The President may have responded to the issues as you would have wanted him to, but it does not remove the fact that I removed Mautwe, Honorable Member, because she had cast aspersions on the Minister of Police and the President of the Republic. I now proceed, Dr. Mishwe.
Thank you, ma'am. In February of 2019, the SAPS presented a progress report on the rollout of the anti-gang strategy and rollout of anti-gang units to the PC Committee on Police and various civil society organizations. Even though the presentation raised hopes that the fight against gangsterism in our communities can be won, reality on the ground proves otherwise. All strategies that the police have used so far have not reduced crime or phased out gangsterism. My question to you, Mr. President, is what will government do to restore trust by communities in police ability to combat gangsterism, as community involvement is essential in gathering intelligence to combat crime and gangsterism effectively, particularly because police are seen to have failed our communities enormously. Thank you, Chairperson. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you, Ntate Mishwe. The Honorable the President.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Yes, I'm aware of the report that was given in 2019. That was soon after we launched the anti-gang unit. And clearly, over the time, as I indicated, progress has been made. And of course, because of the enormity of the challenge and the problems that our people are facing on the ground, it may seem like not much progress is being made. And we have admitted that there are a number of gaps and weaknesses. And one of those is the incapacitation of the police in terms of not having sufficient personnel in their ranks to deal with all manner of criminal activities. And it is for that reason that in the State of the Nation address, I did stand here and say we are going to increase the numbers of police, a problem which the Minister of Police has raised repeatedly. And we have now been able to employ a further 10,000. And it was something that had to be done because the per capita ratio between population and police officials had gone the wrong way. And we are now addressing precisely that. And with further increases that we should have in the police personnel ranks, we are going to be able to increase police presence, police activity, and police surveillance against crime on an ongoing basis. And we also moving ahead with specialized units, as I said, and also training the police much more effectively. When I appointed the Commissioner of Police, one of the things that he highlighted in outlining the priorities that he was going to focus on was the issue of community policing for us, that he would want to lay more emphasis on working with our communities, working with our people through community policing forums. And that is a process that is now underway because Honorable Reverend Mishwe is absolutely right. Community involvement is absolutely essential if we are going to bring down the levels of criminality in our nation. As I've often said, criminals are usually known in our communities. Our people know who the criminals are, who the drug lords are, who the rapists are, all the time. You just need communities to stand up, participate in community policing for us, and we will be able to make much better headway. And it is this mobilization that the Minister and the Commissioner of Police and other officials are working on together, including the Deputy Minister. They are working on this to ensure that we do get our communities properly motivated to participate in bringing criminality down. So, Honorable Mishwe, absolutely right. Community involvement is important. But I would say that, yes, much as our people at times lose hope, there are times when they see police excellence and they usually applaud that. And we want to see more and more of police activity and excellence, where police are seen visibly taking action against criminals. And that, I have noticed, does lift the spirits of our people. And this much I've said to the Minister and the police officials, that we need to be visibly be present amongst our people, and our people also need to see that the police are making headway against acts of criminality. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
I thank you, Honorable.
South African President Cyril Ramaphosa addresses the National Assembly hybrid plenary sitting to provide oral replies to questions from members of the House. He spoke on efforts being made to tackle criminality and gang-related issues, especially in the Western Cape and Gauteng province. He says though it does not look like the war is being won, the police are actually fighting hard to secure the areas affected, and they will gain victory. The president, who insists progress has been made despite challenges of insufficient personnel in the police, says about 10,000 officers have been added to the police to boost their presence in all communities. President Ramaphosa also says emphasis has been placed on community policing to boost intelligence gathering and tackle criminality.